I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shine. In a world where the doors keep on closing and it feels like we'll never escape, there's a place where adventures are open. There's a place where you don't have to wait. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. I deliver the tales for the hoping. I'm the wind in the sails for the brave. I'm the lesson that helps you keep coping at the end of a very bad day. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. Welcome to Hero Shack.
Leap Studios.
Been working so hard, I'm punching my card. Ain't us for what? Oh, tell me what I've got. Well, I got this feeling that time's just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling, or else I'll tear up this town. So now I get to cut loose, foot loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me up from my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. You're playing so cool, obeying every rule. Deep way down in your heart, you're burning, yearning for somebody to tell you that life ain't passing you by. I'm trying to tell you it will if you don't even try. You can buy if you only cut loose, foot loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Oh, we, Marie, shake it for me. For my love, come on, let's go. Lose your blues, everybody cut foot loose. Living it loose, footloose. Kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me up from my knees. Jack, get back. Come on before we crack. Lose your blues. Everybody cut footloose. I am not Marvel and I am not DC. I am not the mainstream, but I'm living the same dream. I am not CG, but I'm not the AT. I am independent, no, not a codependent. I'm making books just like you. I'll break my bank to see it through. So let it cook and keep it true. Heal the face, which one are you? I am a creator, I tinker with the tunes. I'm not an instigator, but I am not immune. Is this the Iron Age? I don't keep track of time. I'm a hero in a cape of comics, ain't a crime. I'm making books just like you. I'll bring my back to see it through. So let it cook and keep it true. Heal the face, which one are you? Don't get mad, get focused, be on plan. Show it, this ain't no hocus pocus. Don't get mad and blow it. This ain't no hobby town and we ain't fooling around. Keep your feet on the ground. Your head in the clouds. In your head in the clouds. I'm making books just like you. I'll break my bank to see it through. So let it cook and keep it true. Heal the face, which one are you? I love you, you mighty backers. I love you, you super chatters. Give me cash and don't you stop. Here's my trash, don't love me not. I love you, all that money. I love you like the taste of blood, honey. Come with me, I'll hold your hand. I'm the key, the master plan. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. I love you, but my book is late. I love you and you gotta wait. No refunds, it's my comic date. Make a fuss and I'll dox your face. I love you, better fall in line. I love you, aren't you on my side? Mute, 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 but you'll never know. You're so cute, super chat my show. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes.
I pray as you sit here today and you're kind of pondering as your mind starts bouncing inside of your head trying to figure out, is anyone watching? Because I think I got to get out of here before things get real bad. Hey, just hang in there. Remember, when God was here 2,000 years ago, when you have an encounter with God, when God really appears and begins to speak, it always ruffles some of those religious things that we're so... I'm telling you that it's easy for us to open up our Bible and know the verse, and it's so easy for us. I just wish I could bring you back in time 2,000 years ago when some rabbi looked around and said, if you don't eat me and drink my blood, you got no part in me. That did not sound right. That was not biblical.
The place where your glory dwells.
You see, every time God speaks, it's not biblical. It becomes biblical after He speaks it. Come on. Don't leave me up here all by myself. I'm about to run down there and start speaking. So here's the thing. If you have come to hear something that you're like, okay, well, that sounds biblical. I agree with that. Hang in there. It's going to get a little bumpy. Because what God is about to show, what God is about to do, what God is about to do in this nation, in this land, in this world is not of this world. And what's coming to this world is not of this world. There's a war, there's a kingdom. It's like the Super Bowl of Super Bowls. The spiritual battle is about to take place, and He's preparing His sons and daughters for this war. And they've been sitting around sipping on coffee, wondering, how's your day, brother? How's your day, sister? Won't you greet your brother? Won't you greet your sister? You better be greeting each other when you're not in church, so that when you get to church, you don't have to do the greeting, so that you can hear what God is saying. There is no more time for this. Oh, hi, brother. Hi, sister. How's everybody? We'll be praying for you. No, God don't need you praying for somebody. He needs you there next to them when they're going through their hard time, so that you can endure them. And maybe you may not have the faith or the ability to speak a word that's going to transform their life, but you know what? Maybe they just need a friend next to them. Without a word, without a prophecy, without nothing, just with hands and feet and eyes and a mouth to say, I don't know how to fix your problem, but I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go alone. We're looking to get the miracles, and God is saying, why are you looking for the supernatural when you can't even do the natural? God wants so much to awaken His children.
Eat all the pie, counting down to July. Burn with that pride, all villains ask why. Their villain sucks, you don't say it. Every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough, it's gonna catch you. No, you'll never be cool and you hide. The sun didn't put too high in the sky. Every villain soon comes to light. Everybody's gonna be surprised. Every villain sucks. You know what I'm saying? Every villain sucks. It's the games believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. In a world where the doors keep on closing and it feels like we'll never escape, there's a place where adventures are open. There's a place where you don't have to wait. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. I deliver the tales for the hoping. I'm the wind in the sails for the brave. I'm the lesson that helps you keep coping at the end of a very bad day. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. Welcome to Hero Shack.
What's up, what's down? Tell me something going round. Let's discuss the light of day. Spitting truth, come with me. What's up, what's down? Nothing's ever out of bounds. There has to be a better way. Always something of a better play. Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack, baby things. Hero Shack, hey, Hero Shack, yeah. Hero Shack, daily things. Here we go.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Hero Shack Daily Things. It's been a while, but this is episode 54. Some days are longer than others. I'm here tonight with Miss Diana.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello. You are, and you're awake. I'm surprised.
I am awake somewhat.
Yeah. I've been grinding away on that trailer, which I'm still not happy with, but I had to get something up.
Listen,
Yes.
I have heard this song probably over 1,000 times today. It feels like since you got home from work and I got up from my nap.
Well, you got to
and,
listen to it to sync all the art
I
to it
know.
and stuff.
I know. I have
Overall, I
played
like it, but I mean, I think I can do better. And you know, I'm playing around a lot with songs lately, so I'll probably have another one or two.
Well, you know, I look at it as a wonderful way for you to cope and participate in the continuous drama that is always online. So
Well, and it
instead
takes me literally almost no time to do it.
Mhm.
It's really easy. So for those who don't know, I used to write songs, a lot of songs, and lyrics are just kind of,
Yeah, he's a good lyricist. You really are.
well, when it's flowing. It
Well,
goes along with being a writer. And I know a lot of people don't think of comic book artists as writers, but we can be. Yes.
Well,
Welcome
yeah.
everyone in the chat.
Yep. I'm just now popping in. I've got both YouTube channels open so that I can keep
Eyes on both.
eyes on both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has been a while since we've streamed, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've been really busy doing art. Specifically this week, I've been working on a stippled
Excuse me.
piece of art for the alternative cover.
Mhm.
I think I can actually, I can bring it up and show you guys what I've got so far. It's
Yeah, that'd
getting
be cool.
closer.
Mhm.
Hang on, I have the iPad here, so give me just a second.
Yeah.
Oh, select it and share it as a JPEG to myself
Mhm.
via Apple's lovely airdrop or whatever they call it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just used it, baby.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see. Let's open this sucker up. I'll bring it over into a tab. Okay. So the idea here, for those who don't know, is to use a stipple technique. Now, stippling is when you take a pen and you tap it to paper repeatedly,
Mhm.
and you create a dot pattern, and that creates an image.
Mhm.
So as you can see, I've been dotting away. Let me enlarge this a little so you can kind of get a sense. Oh, there's a line in that. Do you see it in the upper left?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I hope that's on a layer I can delete. Otherwise, well, it's not
It
that hard.
probably happened when one of the cats came flying across the keyboard or
It may
decided to sit
have,
on the keyboard.
but I'll have to fix it at any rate. But this is going to become the alternate cover.
Mhm.
And you can kind of get a sense. If you look like on the edges of Cyclopean where it's really a harsh black line,
Yeah.
that's because I haven't done the shadowing completely yet.
Okay.
If you look at like the top of Cyclopean's shoulders and head,
Yeah.
that's going to be applied to all his muscles and his chest and his ribs and all the edges. It's going to be really cool.
I
I
think
have
it
to-
looks amazing as it is. Now, are you planning to add some color to that, or is it going to be? Yeah.
I'm debating it. I think what I'll do is add color for the cover.
Mhm.
And I was actually talking to Cap about this,
Mhm.
but I'll probably do a black and white print like I did last time for this at the size of the cover, so they'll
Yeah.
be able to get both.
Oh, so we'll do like an insert type of thing, possibly, or
Yeah,
whatever.
add a little bling. Yeah, you know me. I
Okay.
like to do that.
It'd be a cool T-shirt too. Just saying.
Well, I could turn that into a tier and offer it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I don't know. It depends on what people think.
Mhm.
If you're in the chat, what do you think of this artwork? I mean, is it worth a t-shirt? I happen to love it, but I'm a little biased. I will tell you, I've been on this thing all week long, like just hours and hours and hours. And it was funny because when I started it,
Yeah.
there are ways to do this digitally. Like I'm sure they have brushes, but I have never gotten a stipple brush. I
Mhm.
vastly prefer poking the pen for some reason.
Mhm.
But you just get so much control over it that way.
True.
But when I started it, I was like, okay, if you're going to do this, you've got to dedicate to it. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like stippling is weird. Like, so let me get really close here. Like you'll see what I mean. Like there's still some hard lines in here, but
Yeah.
especially like, so Cardinal is further along and you can see like how his eyebrow had to be like, you know, how it was handled. Wow, that really zoomed in, didn't it?
Yeah.
But
cool.
I didn't mean for it to do that. But the lines have to be like dotted in, and it
Right.
does start off with a line drawing, you know. But yeah, the ultimate look is this. I've actually had several students look at it, and they're just awestruck by it, which is a nice feeling. You know, that means it's headed somewhere right.
Mhm.
You know, live feedback is the best feedback, and there's
That is-
nobody more honest than kids.
that is absolutely true. 100%. You know?
Yes.
So yeah, I like it. I mean, I've always liked that type of design or whatever you call it. I've always enjoyed your stippling, Mr. Stippling.
Well,
But
that's
I don't
exactly
think
what it's all about.
I don't think I personally would enjoy doing such a technique. In all
Well,
honesty.
you shouldn't. You're not an artist.
Well, yeah, but even if I was an artist, I just, I don't know. But
No,
I'm
I
glad
mean
that
it
you
really
enjoyed
it is kind of like
It's very tedious to me. It's very like
yeah, but it's almost therapeutically hypnotic. When you're in the zone with it and you're just tapping thousands of dots, you know, an hour,
mhm.
it gets like it's almost like sitting in a cave listening to
Yeah.
drops, you know, and you're just listening to water drip.
Yeah,
Uh,
that would drive me crazy. Like that
no, it puts me in
it
a state of like relaxation.
I know, I watch you. Remember, I'm here watching the top of your
By the way,
head.
good evening, Intense Webs.
Good evening, Intense Webs.
Yes,
So, yeah, well, it's been a busy week because we have our first Comic
our
Con
first
this
show of the
week.
year.
The
Yeah.
first show of the year that we're
Well,
going.
really, the season. I think we did. We do one in the beginning of the year sometime.
No, not in 2024.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
this is
we
our
held
very
off for
first.
till the 6th month.
Mm-hmm.
Took half a year off.
We did take it. Well, we had our show in October, so we haven't done a
Oh,
show since October
wow.
last year.
And the band is rehearsed and everything. We're going to be able to do this.
God help us. I think so. Yeah.
Well,
I think
we have done the comic book club, and we did do an appearance in the school. It's not the same thing, but it is actually a little better. Honestly, the club is coming to a close for the year soon,
yes, it is.
and we did not succeed at what I wanted to, but I learned a lot, and I enjoyed it. It was great.
Mhm.
Next year when we do this, because we will do it again.
More than likely.
No, I will definitely do it, even if you tell me no.
I wouldn't tell you no.
I know.
I would just
Well,
say to you, so remember, just let's take a moment and remember the weekly
Right.
commitment.
But that's because a lot of it so I started off with the right plan, and somehow I got onto this, let's do a super big story together with all the kids.
Mhm.
And I think that was a viable plan, but it wasn't viable with the way it was set up.
Right.
In my head, I had the groups set up for all the pieces, but meeting to meeting, they would change what they wanted to do, which is fine, but it's not really conducive to a big book.
That's what I was going to say. It wasn't to what we were thinking. But you know
Right.
what? I know that the kids had a blast.
Well, and
Or
so
having
here's
a
the
blast.
thing, to complete the thought, several kids did do short comics throughout the term there. I
Mhm.
think next time that's what I'm going to focus on. Let's get them doing, let's start with a 1 panel. Let's go to 2 panels. Let's teach them how to do a strip. And then we can say, let's do a page. And they can do it on whatever they want. And then by the time we're done,
Yeah.
we'll have a whole bunch of content. Because I know the one thing that'll disappoint a few of the kids is there's really not going to be able to be a book. We
Right.
can assemble all their artwork and print it up, and that's kind of cool, but it's not what they wanted. They've seen the Great Cyclopean. They know what Mr. T is making. So, next year we'll target, making that much more productive. Because I know all the 3rd graders will be back. The 4th graders, of course, are moving on.
Right.
And I don't think I'll be doing anything in their school, but there's always that possibility. The thing is, if we do that, then we're committing to more than 1 day.
I mean,
And
yeah.
And
And we still are
And I'm-
looking at going to other districts at some point. That
Well-
that idea hasn't fallen away. It's been sort of pushed to the side burner just for the moment because we have to get through other things first.
Well, I got to tell you, it was fantastic today. I was in a meeting at work,
Mhm.
and they were talking about one of the guys looking for a job because his position's closing.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to say anything. I said, "Well, I'm always looking for a job," and their heads turned. I said, "That's right. I'm going to make comic books someday."
Oh my gosh. Really? You said that out loud?
My boss laughed and he said, "You know what? Honestly, guys, you should always keep your ear open for a job because there's always opportunities out there." And it turned into like a big hug fest about looking for the best opportunities. But
Oh my
the
God.
joke was that I'm looking to be a comic book artist, and they were like talking like, trolling the technology forums and finding stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to draw comics someday for
Only
it.
you. Only you.
Well, I do intend to do that. So,
Right.
in all honesty, I mean, yes, right now, we would not be able to sustain ourselves if we went full time the way sales are now.
Right.
I do have a belief. We've spoken. Well, a business owner once
it
said
out.
to us, "You're not all in yet," and what they meant by that is we haven't thrown everything into the circle and said, here we go.
Right.
What we've done is we've diverted all our recreational funding into getting equipment and making the books and all that.
Right.
But we haven't gone, you know what? Let's not eat this week and try to like sell books to get our food.
Exactly. It's not our sole thing. It's not our our soul's source of income at this point in time.
But I am working towards that. And my goal is within the next 3 to 5 years to literally be able to look at my wife and say, hey, we're going full time. This is it. That's going to require the spreading of the Hero Shack mantra. So, guys, if you're a fan, tell your friends, tell the kids. It's kind of weird because we market a lot, and it always ends up going to adult readers, adult comic book readers. But really, your kids are the ones that are going to super enjoy the Great Cyclopean. That doesn't mean that people can't. It's entertaining.
Well, I enjoy it.
Right. Well, what I mean by that is, yes, you're not going to have an abundance of cuss words, sex, drugs, and violence. What you'll have is a good story with a bunch of characters that develop before your eyes. And before you know it, you're questioning motives. You're siding on which way to go on stuff. And there's little issues. And I mean little issues. I don't mean I tackle global topics or, it's not like some social lecturing comic book. What it is simple to understand, decisions in life, Do you kill the monster? Do you subdue the monster? Or do you run away kind of stuff? Those kind of questions. And people have been finding that Peter he's a good guy. And that's really what the song was about, there's a hero in you, but there's a hero in Peter. And his career is just started. I mean, literally it's documented in the first 8 books so far. Like there is no history to him that is not in that book or in those books.
Right. And it's come and you have another 4 issues left for the
the first arc. Yes. So we're going to issue 12. Of course, there are plans to continue beyond that. But the story arc that started the whole thing, it's designed to finish in 12 issues.
Right.
Fortunately, comic books and comic book readers and writers, we all enjoy a good serial. And that's what this is going to be. I plan to do like the Eric Larson and have Cyclopean going for 5 million issues. That doesn't mean I won't do side work, but the goal would be that like we grow enough that we can actually hire other people to start creating Cyclopean, and I can diverge into other little pet projects that I have. I am working on the Cardinal, which is a side like back story in the back of the Cyclopean books. That'll be around.
That's going in 8, isn't it?
Well, the first part is going in 8. Yes,
right. That's what I meant.
And I also have the Titans Ashcan that I'm still working on, the Titans of Justice. And who knows if the totals get high enough, that's going to pop up back in the stretch goals for issue 8.
Right.
Which, by the way, have you looked at 8 lately?
I have not looked at 8. No.
Should I share it? Should I show you?
Yeah. Why don't you share the campaign? People who haven't, decided to climb on board might, find.
So the link is in the description, but we are at fundmycomic.com. And it is it's a fundraising site for comic books, and it's been around over a year now. It's very reliable, very stable. I happen to have a friendly acquaintance.
When did we get up to that? Oh, cool beans.
I was getting to that.
Oh, so sorry.
But I have a good acquaintanceship with the owner. Every time we launch, I end up talking to him because I always do bonehead things. And it was great because I was writing him about whether or not when we edit a campaign and then we have to resubmit. And when I was writing him, I'm looking at the messenger and I'm like, so I ended up writing him, dude, I was about to ask you the very same question I asked you at the end of the last campaign.
Oh my God.
I looked in the history, issue 7, when I was setting up the campaign, I asked him the same stupid question. I'm like,
oh my God, Chris.
Okay, that's really cool. Thank God he likes me.
Did you send a message or did you stop?
Oh yeah, I sent him the message telling him I was about to ask him the same question.
Oh God.
So I would suggest you click the link and check it out so you can read these summaries.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that long, but I'm not going to read them because obviously you probably got things to do.
You probably
Here you see the thumbnail for the new promo video. If you've been to the page previously, you probably haven't seen this unless you've been watching the show. I showed it twice in the opening. But yeah, it's the new trailer. I'm very happy with it. I love the song, even though it sounded a little weird tonight. It gets compressed over StreamYard or something because it gets all tinny, but I still liked it. For those who don't know, I am the creator of The Great Cyclopean, and this is not me bragging, but I do the writing, the drawing, the coloring, and the lettering. And much of that is because I'm Asperger's, autistic on the spectrum, and I work very well by myself. It's not that I don't like people, I just don't know how to deal with it. Like, God bless my friend Eric, because he's the true creator of the Cardinal. I'm just kind of adapting him into this universe. And I've been writing a response to the ideas that he's had, and I guess
you sent it yet?
No, because I haven't finished it.
Oh dear
I've
God.
been stippling. But
Oh my God.
and I know this is part of collaboration, and I'm doing my best, but I keep forgetting, like, because I get drawing. So guys, this is the Cardinal from 1097. And as you can see, he's got a slightly different costume than the one that appears in the book in the current universe. So I guess I should explain that. In the current universe, the Cardinal exists, but he is not the Cardinal from 1097 AD. So there is a story about that. There's a story about the title and the powers, and I encourage everybody to check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Eric Tamburino is the original creator. In fact, Captain Aurora is also a creation of really Tony Santomassino's. But he's my bud, and I've been using him, and you know, that's what I've been doing. There's some sample art from the black and white Cardinal, and I also draw and write that and all that jazz.
Right.
Yeah, the alternative cover will be revealed soon. It is in the beginning of the video, but I do not have it completed far enough to get it really up there, you know. The stretch goals, we're headed to the $1,000 stretch goal. We are at $722. But the first stretch goal is the 4x4 Cyclopean magnet. You can stick that on your kitchen, on your car. You can put it on satellites that are made of metal. Basically, anything made of metal, you can stick this 4x4 magnet on. It's fantastic. The $2,000 bonus is a very special two-sided metal card exclusive to this stretch goal. It actually completes the set of the two-sided metal cards featured below. This would be the 9th card of that set. But the only way we're getting that is if we hit the 2,000 goal.
The stretch mark, yeah. The stretch goal.
Now, 3,000, that sounds lofty and it sounds high. But guys, if we can tell enough people about this, statistics say that'll go up. And I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me.
I'm going to tell you something.
Do tell.
I've been looking at the big guys. And you know what the difference between the big guys and us are? Really?
No,
It's
what?
their reach. It's their reach.
Yeah, well,
They're hitting a lot more people than we are.
Right.
So, you know, I'm going to get like airplanes to fly over the beach.
I'm
I'm going to do all sorts of things. I'm thinking about all these different strategies.
Yeah.
If we go on the back roads, like where the traffic's light, I can get billboards dirt cheap. So I got plans.
You now.
No, but the truth is that's the biggest thing. We've got to increase the spread. So $3,000 sounds like a lot, but it's really not. If you think about an automobile, if you think about you know, dinner at McDonald's, $3,000 is not that much money. As we go down,
I'm not even going to say anything to that. I'm just going to let you rock and roll because you were doing a wonderful.
I was doing great till I brought McDonald's into it, wasn't I?
You were. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Although I must tell you, McDonald's right now has a triple cheeseburger.
Oh my God.
And it's their little tiny cheeseburger stacked into 3 with their ketchup, pickle, mustard, onion. And so good. Anyways, um, these are actually prototypes. The actual cards are going to be updated pretty much every other day. I'm going to start doing that so that we can have some action on the page.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like updating the page. I like changing things a little bit.
I
And
feel
it's evolved as we've gone.
Mhm.
And there's the t-shirt we currently have available for sale, but we may be adding an alternative cover t-shirt. There you have the breakdown of who does it. We talk about all the people involved.
Right.
Yeah, all of us, all two of us. And there's the risks. And really, I list this because a lot of people, when they go into a crowdfunding campaign, they're like, okay, what am I getting involved in? When's my package coming? As we all know, there are people out there who fund a book and never deliver, fund a book and deliver 2 months late, sometimes a year, 2 years, 3 years late. And that's not our style. When we launched this, the book was ready to go to press. And what I do with these 45 days is I let it simmer. I let it sit on the stove and I go stir it up every once in a while. And I take a peek at my art and I try to find things that might need tweaking. And no matter how long I look at that, let me be very clear here. No matter how long you look at a book, you're going to find stuff. I can look at a book that I've worked on for a year and I will still find stuff. But that's kind of the gift of the giving. You know, you getting into the art, you're always going to see stuff in your own art. And all you can do is push through and, like John Burns said, tried not to make the same mistake twice.
There you go.
And that's what you do, you know, and you just grow. So if you're out there and you're learning how to make comics or you're drawing, don't give up. Don't get discouraged because you're going to make some bad art along the way. Even the pros look at their stuff and see things that they hate.
Right.
But yeah, so to go over the tiers real quick, we have the $15 tier for the Great Cyclopean. That's whether or not you want the regular or the alternative, which I'm sure hasn't sold very high because we haven't revealed the alternative cover, but it is coming. And some people have bought it on faith that it's coming. The next package, Diana may not even know about these, is the Cardinal's Wing.
What? Wait.
The Cardinal's Wing is all 8 issues of the Great Cyclopean. You also get any stretch
When
goals.
did we do this?
I don't know. I thought you did it. The Cardinal must have been here. There's no
Why do we
background
have
check.
these conversations? I don't understand.
This is a big package. You get all 8 issues, not the alternative cover. You'll have to order that separately. This is 1 through 8. And you know what? This is great for anybody who wants to jump in. I have not mentioned it much this campaign, but issues 1 through 7 are absolutely free in PDF form over at HeroShack.com. So if you want to check it out and catch up, you can. But once you do, I am sure you're going to want to collect it. And that's why we have the deal where you can get 8 books, which we run at $15 a shot in our campaigns. So that's a discount there of $20 right there. And yeah, we're going to hit at least one of those stretch goals. Think of it. You could get 8 books plus a 4x4 magnet.
So
it can happen.
I'm going to just hop in right here. Because
Hey, honey, look.
What?
It's the cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did. That's good. I'm still like going, wait a second. I thought we had this didn't we have this whole conversation? I believe
About not adding too many tiers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and I'm being careful.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Look,
so there's the t-shirt. And down here we have the $5. So if you just want to help us, $5 in Peter's PDF reading project keeps those books up for free. And to be honest, I don't have a budget where I'm like, oh, if we don't get 4 backers, I'm taking them down. This just helps me justify it with Diana because her and 90% of the people we talk to say this is crazy. But myself and one millionaire said it was a good idea. So I'm down with it. Oh, look, in the captain's chest.
What is this?
The captain's.
When did you do all this? You didn't even tell me about it.
Apparently, this is all 8 issues plus the limited edition alternative cover, the 2-sided full metal card set, plus the flexible shirt. That's 9 comics, a fantastic collector set of metal cards, and an awesome t-shirt for $200.
For basically everything. But listen to me.
Listen, you'll also get the stretch rewards that we hit. Jump in right now. It's only available in the United States,
I don't know
but it
who
is
wound
free
him up.
shipping.
Oh my God. I was napping.
This is
I've been-
incredible. Look at that. The captain's chest.
I love it, but
Yeah, I know. Everybody likes to look at the captain's chest. I understand.
does Cap know you've done a cheer for him?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't dream of these things by myself now, would I?
Oh my gosh. Is this something that you two contrived? It is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
You haven't even seen the wiretap tier yet.
What?
I haven't made it yet. I got to have a wiretap tier.
Why? Why do you do these things to me?
Because we need to name them after our characters.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
It's all about the publicity, baby.
I'm exhausted already.
It's branding. Don't you want to brand?
Well, it's nice that we have conversations about what we're going to do on a.
I did call a meeting. And when I called the marketing and business departments, they were busy. Apparently, okay, so I'll be honest, apparently production pulled them in because they've been doing some really crazy stuff. Have you seen what they've been up to lately?
Oh,
I took a look in the lab and I got photographs and stuff. You know this, right?
You did not. You're so full of it.
I have photographs.
Well, do you now?
I have receipts. Is that what they call them?
I don't know, honey. I don't know where you're going with this. I was sleeping up until about 15 minutes ago, so I'm not really sure what you've done.
All right, so I have it on good authority that someone was working on something in the Hero Shack offices.
Yeah, this is true.
And
I am.
From what I understand, someone had help.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Well, I've asked a few people. Yeah, are you talking about my designing of the costume?
I might be. Do you want to talk about that now?
Sure. So I have challenged myself about a week and a half ago, just because that's how I roll, to come up with a cosplay costume type thing of the Great Cyclopean for one of our friends to wear, along with some of the other characters in our books that will be joining or coming to the show to give us some support. But as you know, the Great Cyclopean has a very unique head.
He does.
It has been way above my level of expertise.
No, it's coming along great.
Foam rather.
So what can I show here tonight?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything. Have you really taken pictures?
You don't have anything? You don't. So you don't know who this man is. This man was running around my house this weekend.
Have you asked permission for this?
I caught this man in my house running around with a cape and a costume.
This poor guy. It's not even complete. Don't show these terrible.
So you let a man half dressed run around our house? Is that what you're saying to me?
Poor Redbeard.
Hey, that's not all I have. I have the lowdown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see the lowdown?
I'm afraid. Is it going to be one of my very first before I've done it? It looks way different now.
This is what I found in the lab.
Where's he going to? Oh, you did come down. What?
That's what I have in the lab.
Oh my God. He's not done yet, though. You know that. That's not even the way the eye is going to look. That's a whole.
I know. I think it's awesome. I'm just sharing.
No. Well, so I have been working on this for a long, long time. It seems like forever in my sleep and daily life. But what you're seeing is the very rough of Cyclopean's head, but he's changed somewhat. The eye doesn't look anything like that now. And so that fits over Redbeard's head, and we're still working on it. I'm still working on it. It's not going to be black, by the way. It's going to be painted brown. Tomorrow is the sanding and painting of that piece. The eye has that what you're looking at right now is a plastic eye and EVA white foam that I stuck to it, but it's actually completely different. Yes, I do. You have no idea.
I've trained her to look for the one-eye guy.
Man, I tell you. But when it's all done, you guys will get pictures because we'll have pictures. And,
It's gonna be fantastic. And even if she's not happy with it,
I'm not.
we're fully aware that this is our first go of it. And this
mind
will
you,
only get better.
Anybody that's ever worked with EVA foam, any cosplayer, artists, or anybody that's done anything like that, the design of the I can't even the design of his head is very challenging because you can't use just the patterns that are out there for helmets. Like you can get so many patterns for like Star Wars type of helmets and things like that cosplayer often dress like. There's a million of them. $5 I could get a pattern, but none of those would have worked for the Great Cyclopean. Obviously, I had to visually come up with something. I am a pretty decent, average, above average sewer. I can sew, I can follow patterns and whatnot. But coming up with something, a 3D head of Cyclopean
she has been challenged.
And I don't have the person that's wearing it like 5 minutes up the road. So it wasn't like I could say to him and his beautiful wife, hey, come over. I'm stopping by the house. I need a measurement. It's a little bit of a distance. So it has been at my, yes, it's been
So
fun.
for me, it's been a weird experience because I have not really got involved at all. I've worn the helmet once, and when she asked me, I didn't draw anything. I just gave her like my advice. So like with this one, when she came to me with this eye, it looks pretty good in the photograph, but on a body, it looks way too big. Which is weird because his eye is drawn big. I think the problem with it was there was no shape in the top. It just looks like a normal open eye.
Mm-hmm.
When I draw him, I like to put a little V at the top, kind of like to symbolize two brows that aren't there. But it's like, so I just let her do what she's doing because truly I'm loving watching someone else create, like I'm watching my wife literally create the Cyclopean in front of me. Now on her next project, I'll probably get involved because I'm dying to try, but I haven't touched it because I'm like, this is her baby, and I'm so proud of you, Diana.
Are you now?
I really am. I mean, I know this is not finished. I know we're looking at a real rough, but it's impressive that you put yourself out like that.
Yeah, that's a good way. I have put myself out there. So I'm very hopeful. Listen, I'm very hopeful. This is the only thing I can say, that when it is completely finished by Friday, it'll be completely finished. It has to be finished by Friday. There is no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. It will look better, but it will not be, I would not look at it and say, this is the best that I can do. I do think reaching out to, I've learned a lot about cosplayers or creators of cosplay, using EVA foam. I've watched a lot of their experts do. They're like, this is like their thing. When you look at Chris and he does what he does, these guys are amazing. So I am toying with the idea.
Right, like the way they move. The way they move the foam and stuff when it's melted is mind blowing because they've turned it into a true craft.
It is a craft. I was going to say It is another art form. I am like the beginner, a self-taught beginner who can hold a heat gun and make it bend, and that's about as far as this girl has gone.
You guys want to hear how cute she was?
And when you
listen, I want to share this. So she watched the tutorial, and the guy was really good, and he's showing her. But one of the things he said is, you're not going to be able to get away with a hairdryer. So I hear her in the bathroom with the foam, and I hear about 2 minutes into it, she comes out. I got to go up to Hobby Lobby. I got to get an air gun. I think you actually ordered one from Amazon, though, didn't you?
I did.
Right. So she ended up having to buy the hot air gun because but it was so cute because she watched the tutorial and she's very faithful, but she was like, "No, my hair dryer is wicked hot. I'm going to try."
Yeah. And what I did learn is that on the 2 millimeter, the thinner one, it will work, but not
Right.
on the thick foam that I'm using for the headpiece. So, as in what you saw was really, really like I haven't sanded it. None of the edges are finished.
Right.
The
It's a
eye
complete
looks a little
prototype in
different
the rough.
now. Yeah, the eye has changed somewhat. It has now that little divot thing. See how that one doesn't?
Right.
The eye has a little pointy
Well,
thing coming down.
tomorrow
So
is like a big day in your work load, right? Like this is a
yeah,
big.
tomorrow is going to be, I will probably be up till like the wee hours of the morning because it has to be finished. There is like, oh, I have another day. No, no, no. This has to be done tomorrow in order for me to feel like I have successfully
That's
achieved.
a pretty good time to point out that. So our daughter Krista has a habit of running right up to a deadline, and she'll have a 3-week project and only 15 hours to finish it, and she always craps out the most beautiful work in that pressure. And you seem to have done the same thing to yourself, and it's really kind of funny because I know this thing is gonna rock by the time you're done, but I
It's
also know
going to
you're
be better than what you're looking at for sure. And I may, like I said, it's in the drying process right now. Today, I injured myself again at work. I fell on my keister and
well, you
injured
do
my tailbone.
know I am
So I
considering adding to the
yeah,
weekly show.
yeah.
We're gonna have a medical update on Diana every week. What has she fallen over this week?
I swear to God. So I was home from work today because I had to sit on ice all day, literally all day long. Every 20 minutes, I was sitting on an ice pack, well, laying on an ice pack. And I have to say that it definitely helped. I will be going to work tomorrow.
So how did that
And
happen, honey? Was that just like a weird freak thing? Did you like just accidentally fall like on the carpet or
well, I
something?
just know I was opening up a little expandable room divider that I use when my
You mean the
PC
room divider
coworkers.
that's twice your height?
Yeah,
That
the
one?
big
Yeah.
yeah, and all
Okay.
you
Yeah.
have to do and have done this twice a week for the entire school year. No big deal, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I went yesterday on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Same thing. Not talking to anybody, not doing, just doing. Oh, I got to get ready. My students coming down, and this is what I need the divider for. Put my foot in the little lever that pulls out because that's how you do it. So you
Right.
release the lever, and then it releases the folded part of the accordion part of the door. But my foot got stuck inside the lever, and the lever started to close, which stuck my foot. So I'm thinking, oh, I can just, pull my foot out. Tried pulling it out gently. It didn't work. So then I said, oh, it's really stuck. I got to pull hard. So I pulled hard, but I'm standing there in the middle of the floor, pretty much with not holding on to anything because I didn't realize that it would be a thing. The next thing I know, I'm sitting on my keister. My tailbone is throbbing. My poor coworker comes running over because, of course, all she sees is my feet up, and so yeah, that's what happened. That's literally what happened. Then I got up like a trooper. And I said, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And I was. It was hurting, but I was gonna do the best I could. Go get my student, come back. Then I ran home, noticing that my tailbone is throbbing. Took some Tylenol, went back to work, and told my coworker, "Yeah, I think I really hurt myself." And she told me, "Go down to the nurse, blah 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 blah, and have them, report it and act it." So I did all that, and then I didn't sleep well last night because my tailbone was hurting. My knee is better though. This is good. And so I knew that I have a Comic-Con coming up on Saturday, and this has to heal. I can't be having a sore tailbone this week. That's just not part of my schedule.
You know my theory on that, right?
No, what?
On your knee, specifically on your knee.
Mm-hmm.
You keep hurting yourself, and what happens is the fresh wound, the fresh injury hurts so
Yeah.
bad that the other injuries that you have, you don't
Yeah.
notice. And then when this heals, you're going to go, oh, I don't know why, but my knee is aching. And it's not
It's
going to
true.
be a new ache. It's the old ache, but you don't realize it's the old ache because you couldn't feel it before because of the new ache. Like I've watched you, you like, and you'll finally fix the knee, and your shoulder will start hurting, and it's like tied to the surgery you had 8 years ago, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just this thing, and okay, so she's dealing with that, and because she's doing that, oh shit, the ankle went, it's like,
I know.
and it's because you refuse to just take it easy.
I did today, though. I really did today. I sat
I'm
today.
sure
I laid.
it was a world record. She sat on ice all day.
Mm-hmm. That was just really hard for me to do, believe it or not. So anyway, we digress. You really don't need to know all this. This is not part of the Hero Shack show stuff. And I don't even know why I said that. I think I was going somewhere with that, but I don't remember where. Do you remember where I was going, sir? Oh, he muted himself. So
I love you. You might.
What? Oh. Would you like to just play that song then?
Actually, I do want to talk a little bit about the music while we're live. But I wanted to know which one you thought was your favorite from this week.
Okay.
So we've done Welcome to Hero Shack, which is actually the tune that is in the Cyclopean trailer. And if you listen to that, it really does speak to what I believe about Hero Shack. And then we also did, it was all me. I did a song called EVS, which stands for Every Villain Sucks. And it's about like the bad times that happen in some of the tribal things that go on in comic books. Not inside the content, but the creators. Then we did Caesar's Dance, which was a nice relief ballad. And I also did Healer Face, which was actually the first one I popped out. Now, for those wondering how I'm doing it, I'm using AI music generators over at Suno.ai, I believe it is. And a lot of people don't like those. But for joking around like I'm doing, I'm not selling these things. And to be honest, I could write the music that it's writing. It's usually only 4 chords. What I couldn't do is sing it. But you pop them in this thing and it spits it out according to your prompts, meaning you write the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I do write the lyrics. But then you tell it, heavy metal, 80s male vocalist, heavy lead, and it'll try to compensate or try to create based on your prompts. And I've been doing that, and I'll probably do one a day because quite honestly, it's fun. And it takes me almost no time, and it's a great relief for a lot of things that eat at me. Like if you understand what the songs are about, you'll know where my frustrations lie sometimes. And instead of sitting on Twitter for 3 hours trying to prove a point, I write a lyric. I go, oh, that was kind of cool. I find some music. I post it. I took 20 minutes and now I'm back to drawing again. So
and it's healthier all the way around. Yeah.
And for me, it's an autistic relief. I've dedicated myself or promised to myself not to swear, not to get lewd, crude, or overly adult. But I have already covered some adult topics in some humorous ways, I think. And that's the goal of these. So which one was your favorite?
It's hard because I'm going to go with the one you did for Hero Shack just because that's my favorite. But I did think the other two were very funny. And I knew exactly what point you were trying to make.
Well, let me play one for the audience. And this is actually a very tender song. And by that, I mean, it won't offend you in terms of music. It's not loud. It's not proud. It's not screamer. Let's just ease back and take a country moment.
I love you, you mighty backers. I love you, you super chatters. Give me cash and don't you stop. Here's my trash, don't love me not. I love you, all that money. I love you like the taste of blood, honey. Come with me, I'll hold your hand.
found the key, the master plan. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. I love you, but my book is late. I love you and you gotta wait. No refunds, it's my comic date. Make a fuss and I'll dox your face. I love you, better fall in line. I love you, aren't you on my side? Mute, 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 but you'll never know. You're so cute, super chat my show. We're just doing the Caesar's dance. Oh, 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 oh. But the Caesar ain't got no pants. No, 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 no. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes. The emperor has no clothes.
I see, and you know what was so funny? I was down in the yard playing with the dogs. It was the day after, and I could hear this music. And I'm down, and Chris is up on the upper porch, up the upper deck area, and I could hear this, and I'm thinking to myself, why in the world? And I look up and I'm like, who are you listening to? I couldn't quite make out the words because I was far enough away, but I could hear the music was like a country.
And I never listened to country. So she's like,
country. I'm like,
oh my God, he's changing.
I didn't know. I didn't know what you were doing. I'm like,
She's like, hey, who is that? I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, you said I don't know. And I'm like, what is he doing? Then I'm like, I kept hearing it play over, and I did figure he must be writing a song. So, anyways,
and it is full of references, but as you see, it's not adult based. It's not,
it's actually very
what's
fun.
up, Cap? What's that? I mean, the song is presentable. You could play that in front of children and not have to like beep out anything, or like one of the things about music today is, and I love my music and I love all sorts of music, but you can't play stuff in front of kids anymore without, screening it first.
Right.
I mean, I've heard some stuff. I work in a school, actually a few of them, but I've heard some stuff like at dances where like the PTO will have the DJ position, and you'll hear something come out and like, like they don't know that song. What are they playing? There was that one song, I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You.
Yeah. And, yeah.
And like everybody was assuming he was talking about smiling from being in love, and it's a song about cocaine. Things like that is like, oh. Yeah.
That's played that has been played. They have played that at our school.
They played it at a lot of schools before they knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was around.
It had a very catchy little tune, but that particular song, I do like country music, and I like the song. I snicker at the content of the song because you're poking jabs at certain people's in a fun sort of way, and I just thought it was really cute. I don't know if they've heard it. They probably
another song.
Sure, why not? I don't.
All right, I'll go ahead and play the new trailer, which features the song "Welcome to Hero Shack." It actually doesn't say anything about Cyclopean specifically, so I think of it as kind of like an introduction to our studio, our family, our comic books. And I kind of liked it. It's a little weird. It's a little cheesy, but it fits like a cartoon opening.
Us. We're a little weird and cheesy, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, only on pizza night.
Believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the Hero Shack. feels like we'll never escape. There's a place where adventures are open. There's a place where you don't have to wait. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a man true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the Hero Shack. I deliver the tales for the hoping. I'm the wind in the sails for the brave. I'm the lesson that helps you keep coping at the end of a very bad day. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a man true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the Hero Shack. Welcome to Hero Shack.
Woo! I do like that one. That's what I mean. I like that. What in the world? What in the world? Well,
That was the Cardinal at the end.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I am watching, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you've been on this thing about, you know.
Well, the thing about that is really I talk about how the whole idea is providing stories that bring hope and providing stories that what was the line, teach the lessons that help you cope on the worst days,
Yeah.
that's what comic books should be to me. And it's great that there are darker tones and there are more mature tones. But for me and the Cyclopean,
Right.
I'm thinking 80s X-Men, Wolverine with the black ink.
Yeah.
Come on, bub. You know what I'm talking about.
But I think it's come on, Bob. Oh my God.
Yeah. And there's a hero in everybody. It's just inspiring it. And that's my goal. Welcome to the Hero Shack.
Well, and again, I like the fact that it's very much I can't think of the blind character from Marvel that I really liked. What is his name?
You mean Daredevil?
Yes, I couldn't remember his name. Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Daredevil, where he kind of represents a certain population. Although
Not
he
really.
wasn't born blind, was he?
Daredevil, no. He was bitten by a radioactive piece of trash.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, there's a more detailed origin, but like that was the thing with Stan Lee, especially back then. Somebody became exposed to radiation. Banner in a blast, Peter by a spider, Daredevil by an isotope that happened to be, oh no, I'm blind. But then he had radar senses and heightened everything.
Right, where Cyclopean is born the way he's born deaf because he has no ears. So he kind of lives off of vibration, like he feels vibrations and stuff like that. Oh, I'm glad that you
So yeah, the thing about the intro, Tony, I feel like it represents like that almost that 80s feel, like the I really felt like I was doing like a cartoon opening, and that was fun. The other stuff, like the EBS song, I haven't played for you guys tonight yet. I could play it.
I thought you just played it, didn't you? Wasn't that? Oh, that was the Caesar song.
Every Villain Sucks.
Oh yeah, you have not played that one yet.
Can I play it?
Why not? It doesn't have any cuss words in it.
No, none of them do. It's all most of these are less than 2 minutes.
Okay, so this is your next one that you just finished this week, right?
Well, I did all of these this week. Like next week, I'll probably feature all the ones I do next week. Like I'm just writing stuff. It's going to get into sports, politics, religion, whatever is on my mind. That me.
Well, the thing that I really love about this is you've taken your you're tweeting all these things, and you're now making these little songs about your opinion about whatever it is that you're writing about, which I love. And
It's better that way than blasting people who don't
well,
deserve.
yeah, and it's less time for you. Like you said it, you said it a little while ago. You're like, it takes me 20 minutes to do something like this. If I get a thought, if I want to respond to somebody or some whatever is going on Twitter, I'm just going to write a song about it and take
Yep.
2 minutes to write a song. I've got all these credits. I might as well.
Well, and you guys know I hate villains. I'm a big hero guy, so I had to do it.
I just had to do it.
It's so vile the way that they're playing the game. With a smile they bank on you watching their shame. Walk a mile, maybe they'll mention your name. Every villain sucks, you're saying every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing, so much is never enough. It's gonna get you. It's so contrived like all the headlines. Eat all the pie, count it down to July. It's so contrived like all the deadlines. Eat all the pie, count it down to July. Burn with that pride, all villains ask why. Every villain sucks, you're saying every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing, too much is never enough. It's gonna catch you. No, you'll never be cool and July. The sun will be put too high in the sky. Every villain soon comes to life. Everybody's gonna be surprised. Every villain sucks. You know what I'm saying? Every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough. It's gonna catch you. Every villain sucks. You know what I'm saying? Every villain sucks. It's the games that they're playing. Too much is never enough. It's gonna catch you.
Ta-da!
I
So you
love
have
it.
fun
I
with
love
that?
it. I love it. You know what? I almost want to buy a guitar and form a band just to sing it.
Stop already. Oh my
I
god.
do. I love it. It's fantastic. And it's not because I wrote it. It's just because the AI seemed to sense how cool it was at the end. Yes, Titans. Yes, but like, did you notice at the end? It's like every villain. It goes up. Sucks. Like it really kicked in there. Like it knew I wanted to hear it say "sucks" louder.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, wow.
I
And
love-
understand, guys, the AI doesn't spit out one song; it spits out like multiple songs. So Diana, for instance, if I'm listening to them, she'll hear like 15 versions of a song, little 2-minute snips. Diana, do you like this one or that one? And the one she picks, I usually don't like,
right.
which is unfortunate, but
No, it's not. It's just you like to be different. You just do you. That's all I can say. I think you asked me just so I can like feel like I'm part of your crazy process of whatever your
you are
process.
part of the process, but I'm like elimination. I'm like, if Diana likes it, I've got to change it up.
Right. Because nobody else will like it. He knows this too. If Diana
Hey.
likes it, then nobody will like it.
I wrote some great songs back in 2000s, but nobody got into my CD like my wife.
I like your music though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You've always been tuned to what I was doing musically.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more, and I want to play it.
Oh no. You do? Do I even know this one? Have I
do
heard
know
this one? Oh, okay.
Yes, you have heard this one. This
Okay.
was the one that started it all.
Okay.
I am not Marvel and I am not DC. I am not the mainstream, but I'm living the same dream.
Yep.
I am not CG, but I'm not the AT. I am independent.
Oh my God, that's right. That was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I
That's
really
cool.
dug that one because it like it refers to creators. That's why I'm like, I'm a creator. I tinker with the tunes. I'm talking to all you guys out there that make these books.
Yeah,
Um, which one are you? You know, what side you on?
yeah.
Just make it clear so I can steer away. Um, I want to be in the
Well,
Hall of Justice, not the Hall of Doom. You know what I'm saying, brother? No
I
cape.
just, I
Yeah,
just,
I know capes are a bad idea, but they're so fun to draw.
I know who does. Oh, that's right. Tony he doesn't like capes, does he?
Well, no, they suck for heroes because, like,
You
you've
trip
seen
all
the
over him. Yeah.
Incredibles. Like, yeah, there's a million things that can go wrong with them.
Well, that's just when he's going out for dinner. Maybe when he's in action, he doesn't wear his cape.
Well, that's actually something I'm going to have the Cardinal play with because you've seen
When
him
he's
with.
on official business duty, he wears his whole gear. But when he's
Well,
not,
no,
he's got to
the
go
cape
fight.
can be a functional tool
Well,
that
that's
he's carrying as a cape that does other things once he's in battle. And I'm not talking about the Doctor Strange fly around and fight the bad guy thing either.
no.
But no, of course not.
Okay.
That would be ridiculous. It'll turn him invisible. No, I'm kidding. Remember the cloak of invisibility? I think it was the
Yes,
Hobbit.
yes, I do. Yes, I remember all of that. I do remember it.
But I'm teasing.
So yeah, so I don't know about you some days.
I was thinking about making the cloak like the cape like some sort of transport device for Yaya,
Oh,
and he could grow like to be 6 foot tall out of the cape.
okay.
I love
Okay.
Yaya. I wouldn't do that to him, but I am
Um,
thinking about making him grow to 6 feet tall as a power.
so we need to talk about that. Not online though. Okay.
No, but I have all these ideas for my Mantown buddies.
Okay. So moving on.
Moving on up.
It's 10 o'clock or after 10.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of stuff I'm gonna do, and I'm thinking, maybe we should kind of wrap things up.
All right. I gotcha.
What's your thought?
Yeah. So thank you everybody who watched. If you're watching in rerun, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Check out the campaign. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel because I'm producing more content and eventually I'll get good at it. Good night, Intense. The thing is, we need to expand, and YouTube is obviously a tool that a lot of people have done it. A lot of crappy people have done it. So, like, good people should be able to do it too. We just got to figure out a way. God, that sounds horrible. We're not perfect, but our motives are genuine and true. So, Grandma, anything else?
No, I have a whole studio of things that I'm working on. So I took a nap. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. I got to get back to that because the deadline is like in 24 hours.
Yeah, guess what I got to
And
do? Come on, guess what I got to do?
what are you gonna do there, dude?
Stipple.
What?
I have to stipple. I have to finish that artwork for the cover.
Yes, you do. As a matter of
What
fact,
you saw in the
Stop
video,
clowning
and
around.
got it, by the way, I already found the line and deleted it. It was perfect. It was not hard.
What?
Remember the line that I had in the artwork that I was showing on screen?
Yeah, you already.
It
fixed
was on a stray layer. I was fine.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Me too.
I'm not sure what's coming down, what's going on, but we will be at the Haverhill Comic Con.
Excuse me. Where is that again? Where?
It's
What did you call it?
The Haverhill.
Oh my, Tony, bro, we're gonna have to like
How do you
educate
say
her.
it again? Haverhill?
Yeah,
Haverhill.
say Haverhill. That sounds so funny. It's Haverhill.
Haverhill, the Haverhill Comic Con at their public library. We're very excited.
We'll be at
Some of our friends will
Haverhill,
be there.
and then we're gonna go down to Worcester and
Pete will
visit
be
some
there.
friends there. And yeah, we're just gonna mispronounce all the Massachusetts towns. We live in Amesall.
Will you stop? So we're going to be there Saturday, 10 to 3. If you are in the area, feel free to stop on by and check
Hey,
out our
honey,
books and whatnot.
we're gonna be in Leominster sometime this summer, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to say good night.
Me
Peace
too. But
out.
listen, if you're not in Massachusetts, those jokes are all regional.
Yeah, they
Um,
are.
we love you guys, and I'm going. Hang on, I'll close it with the one more time with the trailer. I know
Okay.
people are probably already sick of it, but because that's what happens when you play something over and over, right?
Yeah.
But then again, it could call to you to go back and have a great time with the great Cyclopean. I'm trying to get a sales pitch there.
I believe in the heart of a
Good night,
good
everybody.
man. I
Good night.
believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shine. In a world where the doors keep on closing and it feels like we'll never escape, there's a place where adventures are open. There's a place where you don't have to wait. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. I deliver the tales for the hoping. I'm the wind in the sails for the brave. I'm the lesson that helps you keep coping at the end of a very bad day. I believe in the heart of a good man. I believe in the soul of a maiden true. I believe there are people who understand. I believe there's a hero in you. Welcome to the hero shack. Welcome to